after UFC 287 takes place in April, we could very likely see a matchup of Khamzat versus the loser for a potential title shot. But some people have doubts if Khamzat is ready or not, or if he even deserves the fight. Let's check it out. Now, Jared Cannonier, a respectable top middleweight, thinks Khamzat should at the very least beat someone in the top 10 of the middleweight division before he gets rewarded a title shot.
I feel that you should definitely fight your way to the top. You know what I'm saying? I also understand the business side of things to a certain extent, and it wouldn't look good, you know? Or it wouldn't feel good, that's for damn sure. But you know, I can't sit here and say this is what he should do to get to the title. You know, Alex Periera had what, 2-3 fights, and then he won his title. So I'm not here to say who should do what to get a title. UFC has its structure that it goes by, and we've seen how it plays out in many different situations. So if he wants to get up there, he needs to go through at least somebody in the top 10, you know? If you're gonna give him somebody in the top 3. If you want to just throw him up there, you know what I'm saying? Give him somebody in the top 3 like they did at welterweight, right? And
yes.
It's safe to say Cannonier thinks he should have to fight his way to the top of the division, and I could see why, as that is exactly what Cannonier had to go through to get his title shot. But moving on, the infamous man Sean Strickland said his thoughts on the matter as well. Now, we all know Sean isn't afraid to say whatever he feels.
Izzy, I'll come over to you. We can watch anime. You can put some fucking testosterone on my ass. I'll do it with you. Let's fucking go. You know what, man? I think Chimaev could pull that off. Chimaev is not me. Chimaev's not going to be an egotistical fuckhead. Chimaev's going to do what he does, and he wrestles. Me, on the other hand, I said, fuck that Brazilian. We're going to kickbox. Should I have wrestled? Maybe. But I think if Chimaev went in there and he just wrestled hard, no, I think he'd grind out 3 rounds with him and take a W. But again, you know, no one wants to see that shit. You know, it's MMA, but really it's kickboxing.
And he seems to think that Khamzat would have an edge over Periera and Izzy, at least in the grappling department. Now, he has said previously that him and Khamzat Chimaev have sparred and that he is the real deal. And there is even videos of them training together. But next up, let's see what the original American gangster Chael Sonnen thinks about this.
Okay, Chimaev calling out Periera is not Chimaev wanting to come and show off or steal thunder or break up a fight or move to 185. That's not what this is. Chimaev wanted a match that would give him clarity. We have no clarity on Chimaev. I mean us, the audience. We now know that Chimaev doesn't either. We now know that Chimaev has not had a sit down or a phone call where some kind of a plan has been laid out for him. That has not happened. The same uncertainty and unclarity that we have for Chimaev, so does he. If he could get the match with Periera, that would solidify him at a weight class, even if it's not ideal, he does not care. It's now a weight class that solidifies him in a number 1 contenders match. He now has clarity. Beat the number 1 contender, fight the champion, we all understand that. Beat the champion, go out and defend your belt, we all understand that.
I think Chael could make any topic interesting, but somehow still fit in an irrelevant opinion. Israel Adesanya was put in the spot when he was asked about Khamzat calling him out, and he actually had a less emotional and precisely calm demeanor when he responded to it, basically saying he doesn't have to even worry about Khamzat yet, and that he doesn't think Khamzat is at the top of the rankings yet, so he doesn't have to worry about him. Now, Izzy seems extremely confident that he would beat Khamzat if the matchup does happen, but he does give some slight respect to Khamzat, saying that many of the top middleweights aren't safe from Khamzat. Now, he could be implying Jared Cannonier, Alex Periera, Robert Whittaker. There's multiple guys that he could have been talking about here.
Khamzat. Yeah, that's right. Khamzat, kumquat.
He tweeted at you and said, at Stylebender, easy Monday for me. 0 wrestling, 1 round, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, I remember someone said that to me at the post-fight press conference, and I was like, okay, like, and?
Yeah.
See, so, like, I feel like when the dog barks at the moon, that's normal. But when the moon barks at the dog, that's something special. So I was like, all right, this guy fights at welterweight.
Yeah.
He's fought at middleweight 1 time, and he's fought like a low-ranked guy.
Yeah.
And definitely can beat some middleweights, but I'm like, show me something. Show me something. Like, he's never, his last fight was impressive. And I said, I might not like you, but if I'm impressed by what you do, I'll give you props.
Yeah.
He's a beast. But he's a beast at 170.
Now, Khamzat's grappling abilities definitely make me think he has a better chance than Alex Periera would. Israel Adesanya's takedown defense is very good, And Alex, on the other hand, is questionable, to say the least. So it's no question as to why many people think Adesanya has the edge over Periera if they had to fight Khamzat. Now, former double champion Henry Cejudo also voiced his thoughts on the matter. He thinks basically the exact opposite of what Adesanya believes. He thinks Izzy will be in deep trouble when facing Khamzat.
Where Whitaker's not good, he doesn't make his feet don't become his hands, and that's something that Chimaev has been able to develop. So because he's been able to develop that, it's like, man, you're gonna try getting out from that dude. The dude's gonna shoot it on your legs 20 damn times a round. You know, if Israel could beat him, and I will shut up, and I will be like, you know what, dude, I will apologize. But if he's able to beat, if that fight ever happens, which it is gonna happen, I got Khamzat Chimaev as a wrestler.
First off, what is Henry doing? But anyway, it seems like Henry thinks Khamzat would definitely win this fight, and that he doesn't have very much confidence in Adesanya, and that Adesanya still has more left to prove. But to top it off, let's see what the legend Joe Rogan and Sean O'Malley think about this potential matchup between Khamzat versus Periera.
Did give Khamzat a title shot in Brazil, and he strangles Periera in front of the Brazilians. Good luck getting out of there.
Dude, Periera ain't taking that fight.
Don't take that fight. Listen, the Izzy fight is the big money fight anyway. That's the big money fight.
Now, it seems Joe and Sean both think that Khamzat would defeat Periera, but that it's not a smart fight to make anyway, and that Alex should just continue with his rematch with Izzy, which has now been finalized. It's safe to say a bunch of people in the MMA and UFC scene have different opinions and predictions of this potential fight and its outcomes. But that is it for the end of this video. Leave a comment down below who you guys have winning between Khamzat versus either Periera or Adesanya, and I hope you guys have a great day.